Welcome back, everyone. This is Xade, and we are back in our vanilla survival single player world today. And I have done a couple little updates to the sugarcane farm from last time. We just saw it go off there. It's working wonderfully. So we'll just kind of peek at this, and then we're gonna go fight a wither and just chat a little bit. So the farm, as you can see, I stuck on a second layer. Like I said, I might. I think I can almost fit a third, but we'll see without extending that, which I may or may not do. But this should, for the most part, give me all the sugarcane I'll need. So, maybe a third layer, maybe not. And we'll just kind of figure it out from there. But when I started adding on the second layer, I realized I can actually put in a layer in front of all the furnaces. You can still see all the furnaces are there, but I blocked all the furnaces with the emeralds and the lamps that we were using behind. I took out the ones behind. I don't know how well you can see that, but I took those out and I put them in front. So we've got a layer of diorite just like we do at the bottom here. We've got it there and there. It's just a repeating pattern. I can stick another one right on top of there. I'm pretty sure there's just enough room for a third without changing the ceiling height anymore. I guess I'm already one taller than that anyway. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I did, and it is running beautifully. I think it looks pretty good. I was gonna mimic this glass exactly because on this side, these layers of stone in the glass are actually blocking the edge of like the ceiling, and then there's the dirt and everything in between that would look kind of tacky just sticking out. We didn't want to see that, so I've got that. But on this side, it actually blocked too much. I actually like seeing the farm a little bit, so I'm just going to have one row at the top of the glass if it doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, which we'll maybe try to just incorporate once we finish the ceiling anyway. But I like being able to look in and see what's going on. And then I haven't been on very much the last week. We've had some stuff going on in our house, but it's still producing just fine, even without really being on for more than a few minutes here and there. I've almost got a row of sugarcane, so no issue there. But I've been behind on sleep, just because I stay up watching Netflix too late. I won't even lie. Let's see, I need some soul stand. So I was a little bit behind on sleep, and then I had to get up and work most of the day on Sunday because I work in the pizza business, and it was the Super Bowl, and that means lots and lots and lots of people want pizza, and as the boss I kind of had to be there and take care of some stuff, which I did. It was no issue. I think there's milk over there still. I hope there's milk over there still. I'm pretty sure there's milk over there still. Let's just go find out. But yeah, so for some reason it was just one of those nights where random things were going on and I couldn't sleep, and then when I finally got to sleep, things started randomly waking me up. It was pretty great. Hopefully this minecart's not too loud. But I ended up getting about 3 hours of sleep and then working like 10 hours, and then Monday morning we're getting our master bathroom remodeled. So we can't really use our bedroom right now because the bedroom's like full of dust and tools and trash and all this stuff as they're working on our bathroom over the week. And so I spent all afternoon Sunday after working, instead of taking a nice nap, we spent the day getting our house ready by moving everything out of our master bathroom. We moved our bedroom into one of our, it's technically our kid's bedroom, but he doesn't really use it yet. So we moved our bedroom into there for the week. So I was getting ready for that, and then the construction workers have been showing up at my house at like 8 a.m. And I'm totally not a morning person, so that's like super, super early for me because I very frequently go to bed at like 4 a.m., sometimes later. So that's been fun. It's been, I have two. Well, two's gonna have to be enough. It should be. We're just gonna kite him through this old tunnel, except that most of the old tunnel is like this now. So maybe I should dig back a little more. this is all the crap that's what we would have worn had the world not glitched out on us. But yeah, so in the video that's what we wore, but it's not what we actually wore because the world crashed and I had to redo it, as I mentioned. But anyway, so yeah, I often wake up at, sometimes I have to open at work. I make my own schedule, but I hate opening, so I usually work in the afternoons. But when I do have to work, I would get up about 8:30 and try to go to bed earlier, but lately I've been closing, which means I don't even get home from work. Like today, I got home a little bit before I started recording, and I got home at about 2 a.m. today. So waking up at 8 a.m. on a day like that is not fun, and this should be good enough. I'm out of torches, so it will be good enough. But yeah, so 8 a.m. super early for me, but the construction workers were showing up really early because they're construction workers and they like to work during the daylight for some reason. I don't know, that's weird. But they show up about 8 and start hammering and drilling and sawing and banging, and it was, the first 2 days was super loud really early in the morning, so I was getting woken up. And yeah, so I've been pretty much like, I couldn't stay up late to do things on YouTube like I usually, like right now, like I said, it's almost 3 a.m. as I'm recording this. Get a few more torches here, just I like having some on me. And these, we're just gonna kind of legitimately fight him and kind of not, because we're gonna kite him down the tunnel until we hit that cave, and then we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so I've had to go to bed really early in order to wake up early, so I haven't been on, and then everything else has either been work or buying things for, like earlier today before I went to work, we went and picked out all the tile and things like that they're going to use around our new giant bathtub, which is going to be sweet. But okay, are you going to explode or not? So yeah, it's all been attempting to get some sleep, and hey, where are you going? Where is he going? He's not even shooting anymore. But yeah, shopping and working, been working a lot, and just trying to catch up on a little sleep. And then my son is also sick. This is the easy part. We're just gonna stay in line of sight. There we go. Okay. Alright, sword mode. As long as he doesn't come forward, he's gonna be a piece of cake. He hasn't even hit me yet. This feels really cheap. Come on. Come on. Can't touch this. Ooh. Another wither star. I just completely killed a wither without ever getting hit. Not bad. Not bad. What was I saying? Oh, so my son has also been sick. Turns out he went to the doctor's today and apparently has an ear infection in both ears and a little bit of bronchitis. And we're watching him to make sure he doesn't get pneumonia now. But he'll be alright. He's on medicine. He's already feeling better by the end of the day. But last night I was going to try to record this, and I got home from work, and he was being fussy, but my wife's been getting up really early to meet the construction workers, so she was exhausted, so I sat around watching Netflix with my son until he fell asleep, and then I just went to bed, because it was pretty late, and I had to work today. Don't want to take any of this cobblestone. Yeah, take this cobblestone back. We'll get the rest of that junk later. That was really easy. So yeah, haven't had any time to record or really even play, and that's why we're just fighting the wither today. We're gonna go put this beacon down. This will probably end up being a little bit of a shorter episode. I've been trying to decide what I wanted to do, and then kind of getting just a little bit of off-camera prep set for that. Let's see if this will actually go today. It fails to get over the sometimes. There we go. Off-camera prep, which, because I live underground, most building projects require digging out a big hole first. So like we want to build a slime farm. That requires digging out a giant hole. Last episode we talked about making a village for all of the Nitwit, the green shirt villagers, and naming them after viewers and things like that, in order to to have an area to do that, I need to dig out a big giant hole. So pretty much every project we want to do involves digging out a big giant hole, except for, I guess, our guardian farm. The hole has already been dug. So we need to get to that guardian farm too, because I really like the lamps, and I really want to get some color. I've been working around in the nether too. Our cave down here is really gray in a lot of spots. It's super gray, and in some of that I dig it. Some of these main tunnels I actually like just being really basic gray, just kind of a dugout tunnel subway, nothing fancy for the most part. And then the entryway over here, I really like it the way we designed it before. It is mostly gray. You know, there's a little bit of color the way we did the lighting, and a tiny bit of color with the acacia, but for the most part it's really gray, and I like it because it just feels like a cave. It feels like an underground castle. But once we get out to some of this outer stuff, some of those, like the rail tunnel, I don't necessarily need too much decoration, but some of these other areas could use a little bit of color. And then also some of the projects we want to build. So we've got the village we want to build. We've got all those farms we've talked about. Let's see, we want to do Blaze Farm. Slime Farm will be down here. You see, one of my ideas is to green up the place a little bit, get some foliage going on, which actually could go well with the prismarine blocks. So there's that. I've mentioned a long time about building a zoo. We now have a sugarcane farm. I can kill that. Haha! Take that, signboard. But yeah, some of these other spots, it could be nice. So I've been digging out in the nether and burning the netherrack down. As you can see, my furnace is cruising over here, burning bricks, so we can get some nether brick and then some more prismarine. This is what we have just from knocking down the temple itself, and I think there's like a few more stacks over at the actual farm, and not much. And then I'm building up the emerald block collection. We'll definitely be incorporating that, some more builds, because you gots to. I also have a bunch of obsidian, and I think it'd be cool to build some stuff out of coal as well. But like I said, most of these things involve digging first, and I just haven't had the time the last little while to get on and dig. So what is that? There's cobblestone in there. What are you doing, confused cobblestone? In the wrong place. Clean up our bags a little bit, and then let's some of that. Okay, I have too much coal. Must have blown some up. Stick that in there. Okay, put our iron away, and we're good. Let's build ourselves. Actually, no, I don't need to build more iron. I pre-made this pillar, or the giant blocks of iron down here. Let's see, let's put it in this corner next. If we look under here, the little pyramid is big enough to put stuff on all four of these already. So all we have to do is make a beacon. I forgot about that. But hopefully our remodel, they're supposed to come in the morning again, and then the next day. So it's Wednesday night when I'm filming this, but I'll probably edit it on Thursday, so it'll probably come out on Friday. But let's see, what do I need? 1, 2, 3. But they are coming tomorrow morning, and then they're coming Friday morning, and then it will be almost completely done at that point. They're just waiting. We gotta have our the tub door, the glass that we're putting on there we got a really big giant tub, and so we have to get a big custom door for that, so we have to special order it probably. And then we decided to have them tile our floor, which we originally weren't going to do, and they don't have time to do that before their other project that they had scheduled. Let's see, so we have speed buff. What else do we want on? So they'll be back in a week or so for like a day to finish things up, but I'll have to wait for it to power. But yeah, so they're almost done, and I've got a few days off coming up, so I'll have a bunch of time. We'll pick a project. We'll get some digging. Let's just. Do I want to just keep haste on normally? Or I don't know. I'll probably switch it around a little bit like I do with the other one. But I usually just use haste and speed. So for now, haste and speed it is. Second beacon is in place. If I get too far away, I'll just come grab it and move it. I've got plenty of iron and emeralds and stuff like that to carry around and make a little pyramid, whatever I need. But yeah, we'll get sorting on these. We'll get our guardian farm going. We'll get some other stuff going. I'm not sure what order. I really like the idea of the village that we had, so I think that's kind of a high priority for me right now, because I think it'd be fun to sort of build the village and get at least a little bit of a space going and try to get some villagers over there so that it can sort of become a thing where like every episode at the end we just sort of run over and name a villager after somebody. And unless I come up with a better idea, I think as of right now I'm just gonna, people who comment on the majority of my videos, those are the people I'll just kind of randomly pull and try to name them after. But I might do it after, like, if somebody posts a really good comment, or if somebody gives an idea for the series that we end up building, then we'll name something after them, that sort of thing. We'll figure it out as we go. But I think that's probably where we're going to head in the next episode. Probably, maybe. There's a decent, small chance. Big chance. I don't know. There's a chance. There is a chance of some sort. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks for coming along to have the hardest wither fight of all time and get another beacon going. We will be back in a few days. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.